Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's Coach's Corner. So my hunch is that you're carrying around something that is very heavy and causes you unnecessary suffering. This thing blocks you from the experiences and connections you desire. It weighs you down, holds you back, and robs you of joy. So what is this dreadful thing I'm talking about? It's your story. You see, we all create a story about ourselves and the way life works for us based on the experiences we've had. And usually parts of the story are pretty negative. Common self-defeating and deflating storylines include things like, I do not belong, I am not enough, life is hard, people are not trustworthy, everyone else is better than me, something is wrong with me, I'm not deserving, I should be more, I need to make others happy, love is painful, and so on and so on. These are super uplifting storylines, aren't they? No, not at all. But I bet you can relate to a few of them. You're not alone. I can even relate to a few of them. Part of the story that I carried around for decades had to do with not belonging or being likable. This story stopped me from doing things in my life or made doing certain things miserable. And I worked really hard on dropping that story and updating my story and creating a new one that made me feel included and like I belonged. And mostly I had to write a new story about liking myself. And today I can honestly say I'm free from that old, heavy story. And I want you to have the same freedom and enjoy your life even more by putting down the heavy load of outdated and limiting beliefs that, by the way, are not true. It's time to drop the happiness-killing negative story that goes off in your head and impacts your experience and your results. How, you ask? Well, here's a few tips. Put yourself in situations that stretch you outside your comfort zone and practice creating a new desirable story during an experience where the tapes from your old story would have played. In order to truly drop our story, we must rewire our brain. We can only do that when we're in situations that trigger the old script and consciously write a new one. For example, if you have an old story about not being enough that makes you feel insecure and avoid social situations, then get yourself out there. Go to networking events, do meetup groups. I know it'll feel scary at first, but if you do it enough, it will start to feel a lot better because you'll have a new story. Or if you have an old story about not feeling heard, start speaking up or take a class in public speaking. Toastmasters is great for that. If you have an old story around rejection, ask someone for something. Heck, the worst thing that can happen is they say no, and then you just ask someone else. And if and when you feel that old story creeping in, consciously catch it and choose how you want to feel, think, and act instead. Remember, our programming is based on habitual reactions and thoughts. If you want to update your programs, you got to break the pattern and form new habits. Transformation is energetic. If your personal growth work involves only analyzing yourself, dredging up your past, and pontificating or planning your future, you'll not shift on an energetic level. Stop playing it so safe if you want different results. You've got to go out and experience change. So get yourself out there and gift yourself with the opportunity to drop that old heavy load of you know what that you've been carrying around.